Hello and welcome to the Alaria TCG channel where adventure awaits and magic is real. We are really excited to bring you guys a lore video, so let us know in the comments below if you do like this lore video. We can make more of those. These lore videos will be about the different creatures or lore that's in the Alaria TCG world. But today we wanted to talk about a specific creature called the Skuurad. Now, just a heads up, we want to make a quick update. We will be having our game available here in the Game Crafter very soon. And it'll be able to get you guys the first half set, I believe. Basically what we're doing is we're doing the full 101 cards. And we're trying to wrap those up. I think we're at 60, but we have enough. More than enough for people to make and customize their different types of decks, but we just want to add more to it. But we want to make it available to you guys. I know I mentioned in the last video we're going to be doing a promotional set, and once we have all the cards set out, we're going to change the symbol, so we will no longer be printing the promotional set. So stay tuned for that. But for now, we hope you enjoy this lore video. On the west side of Alaria lies a colony of islands known as the Joba Islands. They are a large jungle biomes filled with tall trees and large scaling cliffs. They are lands filled with much fruit and exotic creatures and resources. Joba residents live a tribal life without much technological advances, but make up for it with their cunning and reliance on their shamanistic gods. It is unknown to the Alaria mainland how long civilization has been found in Joba. Each island tends to be home to different tribes, each having their own unique, distinct culture. In general, the tribes get along and have a mutual agreement to respect the territories belonging to each tribe. However, this was not always the case. In decades long past, tribe fought against tribe, bathing the whole of Joba in blood. They now keep the peace, but are a divided people. Much of their history has been lost or forgotten. Tribe shamans tell conflicting stories of the history from their own view, and any chance of restitution between them seems to be almost too far gone. These tropical islands are also known, for those on the mainland, for their ancient secrets and hidden tombs filled with an immeasurable amount of treasure hoards. Many eager adventurers have ventured deep into its jungles to claim them as their own. Most who have ventured there were never heard of again. Those who have made it back tell tales of strange creatures and peculiar peoples. Some rumors have also spread claiming that some have even seen the treasures that lie within with their very own eyes. These stories have inspired others to gather in large groups and prepare themselves with all sorts of food, weapons, and other necessities to traverse these dangerous islands and claim their prize. Unfortunately, no matter how big a party leaves, no one has ever been successful in retrieving the said treasure. Because of this, the people of Alaria disbelieve the stories and cast off this claim of treasure as myth. The tribe's people in Joba tell another tale. They assert the truthfulness of this vast wealth, but claim it is unable to be reached due to ancient shaman curses, one of which being the curse of the Skuurad. Skuurads are vile creatures, a combination of spider and serpent. It is said ancient shamans created these hideous creatures thousands of years ago in order to protect their ancient tribal relics. Known as the Treasure Keepers, they are fearsome creatures that have inspired scary stories told by tribal shamans to their children, in effort to scare them from wandering away from their tribe at night. Although they are rarely seen, they still inspire a wary eye when delving deep into the dense jungles of Joba. Those not native to the islands refer to these creatures as jungle prowlers. Skuurads are serpentine creatures with the body of a snake, and its head is a combination of snake head and spider body. Skuurads mate typically once a year. Skuurad females usually lay on average about 3 to 5 eggs at a time. When hatched, most Skuurad babies don't last long because usually the strongest of them will eat and kill the others. As infants, they are very aggressive, at times too aggressive for their own good, often getting killed by other larger creatures before they grow to their full stature. Within the first year, they begin developing their poison glands. Their poison is not lethal, however. Creatures or those bit by a Skuurad, as the poison spreads into their bloodstream, begin to feel extremely sick, showing fever-like symptoms. Their skin will start feeling clammy, and they will get lightheaded. The poison, although won't typically kill its victim, will soon bring them down to major fatigue and exhaustion within a few hours. These effects, fortunately, only last about a day. Because of this, the Skuurad must act quickly and find its prey. You see, when bit, the victim flees, but the wound begins to get infected and sends out a scent the Skuurad can track down and follow. If it catches up to the defeated victim, it wraps them in their strong grip, and if they can't swallow their victim whole, like a regular snake, they begin to eat the victim, quite like a spider does. The increased injection of poison only brings the body to unconsciousness, and they are then left to be devoured. Skuurads, like they were when they were infants, are very aggressive. They don't tend to back down from a fight unless they realize they are about to be killed. They have a characteristic where, for the most part, they will not back down, especially if they're tracking down a victim they had already bit. This is at the same time a great strength and weakness they have. A strength because if you get bit by one of these creatures, it is very difficult to escape. They are not only fast, but, like large spiders, are able to burrow. Walls between you and them don't tend to be much of an issue because, like a spider, they're able to scale walls. If there are any openings in the building, be sure to know they will find their way in. They wrap their legs under their heads and slip through narrow openings, just like a regular snake. What makes it more difficult is the scent that bite gives off. It's not able to be masked by washing it off, and it's very difficult to make it by other means, to mask it, to cover it up by covering it with some kind of liquid or anything else that is not of magical use. Put it this way, as long as the scent can reach the nose of the Skuurad can reach you. Now the weaknesses of this characteristic is that because it's so focused on tracking whatever it bit, it gives others a chance to use that to their advantage to ensnare it and set a trap for it. This is very difficult, however, because adult Skuurads are very tough and can grow to a length of up to 14 feet long, with the widest part of its body about a foot wide. Its skin is very formidable, especially compared to other serpents. It takes a couple good hacks with a sword in the same spot to do significant damage to it. The head itself is even harder. Another one of its unique attributes is that if you manage to sever the head from its body, it still doesn't kill it. It is still able to act like a large spider and can fully function as such. To be sure of actually killing it, you have to penetrate the spider body because that is where its brain is housed and all those things it needs to be able to function. So as you can see, it is very difficult to contend with a Skuurad. The best way to deal with them is to carry some form of treasure you don't mind parting with. If you encounter one, the shine of your treasure can distract it. They are drawn to treasure, for that was the purpose of their creation. So all in all, Skuurads are very dangerous, adaptable creatures, one of the many predators in Joba you do not want to encounter. They are not large in numbers, but as you delve deep into the forests, you want to always keep a wary eye on these vicious prowlers. Thank you so much for listening to this lore video. Hopefully it gave you a little more insight to this Skuurad and brought it to life for you a little bit more. It is such a fearsome monster, and we're really excited to be able to bring this new series of lores to you guys. So, and again, stay tuned for when we will be announcing the cards being out on the Game Crafter. Thank you so much, you guys. Till next time.